Alright.
Ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Play prop.
Can I keep my feet off of those?
You can rest them on there if you like. It's up to you. It's not going to bother me. You'll feel me moving them.
Connected?
They're connected, yeah. You'll feel me moving them. It's fine. As long as you don't lock them up, it's fine if you want to put them up there. You can leave them like that if you like.
Yeah, fine.
Alright. Okay. We'll let the radio boot up. Or all the instruments boot up. And let the engine start warming. Got a vent right there, so you can adjust that to the spot where it's convenient. The mic it has to be positioned fairly close to your lips to pick up anything. So if you talk and you don't hear yourself in your own head, it's too far away and you might need to move it a little closer to your lips.
Yeah, I can't hear it.
Dine on Skyview.
And then if you feel like you're cramped, if you want to just like take one arm and like stick it back like that, that's fine. Sometimes that gives you a little more shoulder room. Or you can kind of turn yourself a little bit.
Do I have a window here? I can put my hand out?
Yeah, that's the next one, the convertible. We'll just stow the top and the back.
Can you hear me all right?
Hey, William, type of 55, take a left, downwind runway 12, set your go right away.
I can hear you, but it's not coming through your mic. Once we get going, I won't be able to. So just probably the easiest thing is just grab the mic and kind of move it up when you want to be heard.
Can I take pictures?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So we heard another airplane on the radio. He's the guy making touch and goes. So we'll listen to it for him and just kind of keep an eye on it, make sure we coordinate our action. I put 5 gallons of fuel in it last night before I put it away. So I'm adjusting my fuel quantity here. That way the computer knows how much fuel we started with. So we got 15 gallons. That's it right there. So we got the control stick here, dual controls. You know, both these are linked together. You can fly from either side. You'll notice that when I pull the stick back, it'll come to about right here in normal flight. Sometimes though, if I don't mention it, the first time I pull it back, you feel it kind of hit you in the crotch and you're like, whoa, that's a little too close. It's just kind of the way it is. And then this is the brake lever that I've got right here. It's a single brake lever, and it just moderates the braking action. This is the flap lever. Right now the flaps are up. You can see the wings out there as the flaps go down. Throttle control right here. Mixture control to lean the engine out. This is the fuel shutoff valve, so push it all the way on to turn the fuel on. And that just gives us the safety mechanism. If we have to kill all the fuel flow, we can pull that knob and it'll shut it all down. The rudder pedals control the ground steering and the tail. This is the trim tab on the elevator, so we can kind of trim it so it flies nice and level. We can adjust that to relieve some of the pressure on the stick. And then we have our main instrument here. On this side is all of our flight instruments with our computer display with our artificial horizon, where you got blue sky and brown, green, land. This is our compass rose showing us what direction we're heading. These two, they call these tapes right here, vertical tapes. This one is airspeed, and this one is altitude. But right now the airspeed is too low, it's not even registering. But it'll And then our altitude currently is at 340 feet. That's the field elevation here.
Raymond Williams traffic, Cessna 55 Tango, left downwind, runway 12, Raymond Williams.
On this side we have all our engine instruments, starting with our RPM gauge right here. We have the digital number in the middle and we have the analog sweep. So right now we're at 930 RPM, which is basically idle. Over here we have our engine temperatures. On this side it's our cylinder head temperatures for all 6 cylinders, and on that side it's our exhaust gas temperatures. Right now they're all in the yellow because we're idle and they're a little on the cool side.
Raymond Williams traffic, Cessna 55 Tango, turning base for runway 12, Raymond Williams.
So he's right out there turning base. That's Cessna right there. Here we have our oil pressure and our oil temperature. So our pressure's good at 60. We're right in the middle of the grain. Our oil temperature is still low. It's coming up 88. We're going to be up around the 100-degree mark before takeoff. We want to be around 90 to 100, showing the oil's getting warmed up before we take off. We want our cylinder head temperatures to be generally over 200, and we're at
Raymond
240.
Williams traffic, Cessna 55 Tango, turning final for runway 12, touch and go, Raymond Williams.
We're just going to do an engine check real quick, where we just advance the throttle and then just check both ignition systems. It's running on both systems. And that's really about it. Just going to check the altimeter setting real quick. No weather. Give him a chance to either clear the runway or take back off again, and then we'll make our radio call and go. Any questions? Everything good for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll just do the final check here, and just check your seatbelt, make sure it's snugged, make sure the canopy's closed and latched. Trim is set, switches are set, radio's programmed, altimeter's set, engine instruments are good, fuel quantity set. Mixture's on. We're going to set 1 notch of flaps for takeoff and ease up and clear. And that's about it. The checklist is complete. So we'll make our radio call and then we'll go ahead and take off. Raymond traffic, Sonex 604 Charlie Mike, departing 12 Raymond. That tells everybody that we are departing from runway 12.
55 Tango departing off the pattern, departing.
Alright, stick back. Mixture full rich. Flaps are set. Throttle coming up. Use our feet to steer, keep us going down the runway.
Raymond Williams traffic, Cessna 55 Tango, off runway 12, departing set to northeast.
Airspeed's coming up. feels like you're doing something crazy. It just kind of feels like the plane doesn't really care what you do with it. It'll just kind of keep going. I really love flying. keeps telling me to come over and land, but it's a pretty short runway. overhead towers. We know we're kind of in the neighborhood, but we're not right on top of anything. We can see these rings here. That's the Jackson Airport airspace around that bigger airport. We know if we're getting too close to their airspace, we need to start talking to them. And right now we can see we're well away. It's just a really great tool for staying oriented, keeping your situational awareness. Alright, we turn that back off. Raymond Airport, Sonex 604 Charlie Mike. 4 miles west, we'll be entering on an upwind for 12 Raymond. Traffic, Sonex traffic, Sonex 604 Charlie Mike, base 12, full stop, Raymond. No reverse. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll when I drive in, I'll come in this way so I can park in front of the hangar. And I think, without thinking about it, that's what I'm doing. I'm turning down here so I can drive around the backside. I don't think we ought to traxi on the backside though. There's no out, so I guess we'll just shut down here and drag it over. Well, I hope you enjoyed the flight.
Yeah, I did.
It's a great flying airplane. It's so easy and so much fun. I love it.